They stabbed me. No hesitation, no warning. Just a blade under my ribs, a hand on my shoulder, and the sound of gravel shifting beneath boots. Then the wind took me. I didn't scream, not because I was brave, because I was stunned. I hit the rocks, then silence. But I wasn't dead. I couldn't move, not yet, but my ears still worked. I heard the laughter first, then her voice. "Are you positive he's gone?" It was my wife. I knew that tone. Sugar laced with arsenic. Then my brother responded, calm, smug. "I watched him fall 200 feet. There's nothing left." A pause. "Good," she said. "Now we split his inheritance and sell his son to the Russians. My son. Our son." Finally, she added, like it was a sigh of relief, "That low-life veteran is history." Their footsteps crunched away. I didn't cry, not yet. I just stared at the sky and felt everything inside me collapse, except one thing. Cold, steady, rising. They thought I was nothing, that I'd die like a dog and rot beneath the cliffside. But I crawled. Torn flesh, broken ribs, a shattered shoulder. I crawled through mud and moss in pain, for hours, maybe days, until I reached the old ranger's station. He thought I was a bear at first, then a corpse, then a story. But I didn't give him one. I told him I slipped, nothing more. Let the world think I was dead. And while I healed, I listened, observed, learned. They didn't wait long. My wife hosted a memorial within 2 weeks. She wore white. My brother held her hand. They stood beside my son, one on each side, like vultures flanking prey. They didn't even pretend to grieve. I watched from a distance, bandaged, bruised, invisible. She smiled. He smirked. And my son? He didn't smile at all. The first thing I needed was proof. Not of betrayal, of paternity. A quiet visit to the clinic. One strand of hair from my son's old shirt. A brush stolen from my brother's bathroom. Results took days. I didn't sleep. And when the envelope came, I didn't open it right away. I stared at it for hours. Because if it said what I feared, it meant they took everything. When I finally slid it open, the truth was colder than the mountain air. 99.98% probability biological father, Ryland Hart, my brother. She lied to me for 12 years. He for longer. I didn't scream. I just sat still. Let the anger rot into resolve. 2 weeks later, I walked into their new lake house, alive, clean-shaven, calm. They froze. "How?" I raised a finger. "Don't. Speak." I handed her the envelope. She didn't even open it. She just looked at me like she saw a ghost. He reached for something behind his back. "Don't." I lifted my coat slightly. "No weapon, just something worse. I already sent copies to the media, the bank, the board, his investors, your lawyer." Her hand trembled. "You're bluffing." I tilted my head. "Am I?" She opened the envelope. Her face didn't break. It shattered. He stepped back like a coward, like he hadn't buried a man, like he hadn't laughed when I fell. I didn't yell. I simply pulled out my phone, tapped a button, and played a recording. "Sell his son to the Russians." Her voice, crystal clear. "Finally, that low-life veteran is history." The audio ended. I said nothing. I just watched her knees buckle, watched him turn pale as the wall behind him. They knew what it meant. No custody, no inheritance, no company, no freedom. I stepped forward. "He's my son," I said. Not loudly, just enough. And then I left. Didn't wait for the police. Didn't wait for justice. Because it was already done. They buried an empty coffin, They split an empire built on my bones. They called me gone, but I never died. I just waited for the right moment to live again. Now, he calls me Dad again. He doesn't know everything. He doesn't need to. Only that I came back for him, and I never looked back for them. They thought I was history, but I write history now, one page at a time, with silence, with scars, and with no forgiveness. Some ghosts don't haunt. They watch, and they wait.